Now, you guys remember when Creflo Dollar wanted to buy a private jet so he could serve Jesus more spiritually? Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ben, and this is Off the Cuff, a quick shot ramble on things in the Christian world. And I want to talk about Creflo Dollar and when he wanted to buy the plane, and Jesse Duplantis, and Kenneth Copeland, who has a fleet of planes, and all these guys. And the reason I'm doing this is because I was in church this week, and it came up about greed. When somebody mentioned Creflo Dollar and him wanting to buy a plane for spiritual reasons, whatever, he's greedy. His last name is Dollar. Man, that's so apropos. But this got us discussing something in the scriptures, and I think this is something people need to think about. And it's the idea of purpose. Because what happens is that people look at Creflo Dollar and what he did, and they go, oh my gosh, this guy wants $40 million, $50 million, $60 million for a private plane so he can fly it around. I can't believe it. That's so much money. He's so greedy. And he definitely is. But I don't think private jets are the issue. And I think some people look at that, because some people look at that, and when I say some people, I mean most people that are either lower class or middle class financially, which I'm in, obviously, in those camps. I'm not upper class, I'm not elite, I'm not 1%. But I think some people automatically look at a purchase that big and they go, I can't believe what a waste of money, that is so sinful. And I want to kind of oppose him, apropos him, I don't know what I'm saying. I want to put him against somebody else who I follow online named Myron Golden. Now, Myron Golden is an extremely wealthy individual. From the Trash Man to the Cash Man is a book he wrote, and it was named something else, but he changed it. And he was a trash man until I believe he was in his 40s or 50s, making like $4 an hour back in the 80s and into the 90s. And then he's got a really good story. I would suggest you go check out his channel. But he ended up becoming extremely wealthy. He's a coach, and he flies private exclusively right now. No, he doesn't have his own jet, but the amount of money that he talks about that he uses on these trips seems astronomical to some of us, because it's the annual salary of most people. When he flies private, it's somewhere between $30,000 and $50,000 an hour on a private jet. Now, some people look at that and go, that is absolutely disgusting, and it could be. But the difference between him and Creflo Dollar is that Creflo Dollar obviously is using dirty, evil, subpar, underhanded tactics in order to weasel money out of people who are Christians into thinking he's an actual pastor who teaches the word correctly. He's obviously a wolf in sheep's clothing. And Myron Golden, on the other hand, is a businessman who is a business coach, and he charges $40,000 an hour for his coaching, which seems a lot to most people. I get it. I would suggest you go watch his videos. I used to think that, but I don't really think that anymore, and there's a lot of reasons behind that. Of course, for me, obviously, $40,000 is a lot. But I don't think it's wrong for a Christian man to be charging that and prices. But it is interesting, and that got me thinking about the idea behind purpose. What is the purpose of the plane? Is the purpose of the plane because you're a greedy, carnal, evil man who preys on the sheep of the flock of Christ in order to fill your pockets so you can live a luxurious life? Or is the plane you're using something that is a business expense that is necessary and actually saves you money? In the instance of Myron Golden, he'll use the plane because his fees are $40,000-ish an hour. And if he has to fly through an airport and he has to wait for 2 to 3 hours, that's 2 or 3 hours he could spend coaching. So if he's in an airport for 3 hours and he's not coaching for $40,000 an hour, he lost $120,000 by sitting in line to wait to get on a plane to fly first class to wherever he's going. And then they could lose his luggage, and he actually has stories about that. So I just think we should focus on purpose. Purpose should be something that is important behind why we're doing what we're doing, right? Like, why do some people start YouTube channels? You know, do people start YouTube channels? For instance, I just made a YouTube short on Troy Black, who, as a man who claims to be a Christian and has these very interesting, bizarre prophecies. And it's like these modern day prophets. He calls himself a prophet. He says a lot of things, writes down a lot of things, talks a lot of nonsense, and then he waits until after the fact to then find something in the world that fulfills whatever it is that he said earlier. And it's never specific, it's never names or dollar amounts or people's or places or things. It's just, the Lord told me there would be corruption in the banking world. You're like, thank you. Wow, that's helpful. Obviously not from the Lord. Of course, right? Anyways, so let's focus on purpose. Before you judge somebody for making a large purchase or for spending a large amount of money or for doing whatever it is in their life, maybe take some time to think about why they're doing what they're doing and the purpose behind it. Is the purpose to do something that's pleasing or helpful to God or the body of Christ? Or is it harmful and evil in the sight of God? All right, guys, that's Off the Cuff. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.